What's up, Mount Juliet? Justin Beasley here with Fire Chief Jamie Luffman. We are just turning on North Mount Juliet Road here, just by the clock tower, coming up on City Hall. Just giving you another updated look 24 hours later at the road conditions. I guess 24 hours and 30 minutes since we were hit by the snow just yesterday. And Chief, what's the first thing you see with the roads? Because yesterday, I thought we saw a little bit more traffic than what we wanted to see. And, you know, people were driving on snow at that point, trying to beat it. These roads right here are not deceiving. You see straight ice.
Yeah, that's true. You know, when you can't see the yellow lines or the dotted white lines, it is definitely a solid sheet of ice. It's kind of a joke a while ago about it. It feels like I'm driving a Zamboni. Because
yeah, put the application in for the Preds. If they need some backup, you're the guy.
It would be the way I get a ticket.
What is your advice for people that are thinking about getting on the roads today? I mean, when we say stay home, obviously you can leave, but I mean it's really in your best interest financially and for your headache to make sure that you just stay at home if you can today.
Yes, it is. I mean, during the pandemic, of course, a lot of folks had already been working from home, and that's good if you can just pick up where you left off with that effort. But no, if you get out and you get stuck, and you know, then your whole day is sacked, and it's just better. And like, even as cold as it is, it says it's 13 degrees outside now. The sun beating down on this, it will melt it, but it's going to take on up into the middle of the day to do that. So if you can put off whatever errands you need to run until later this afternoon, that's the idea, because it would be grossly inconvenient to end up in a ditch and then having to wait. The tow truck drivers I know are getting, you know, just bombarded right now with calls for service, and it's just a better idea. Go in there, you know, get you a pot of coffee, turn on Sports Center, and let the good times roll.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being home. And
it's Friday.
Yeah.
it's payday.
It is.
Let's don't ruin it.
It is. It sure is. Yeah, don't make that all go towards fixing your automobile. No. This is Curd Road right here. You're an early riser. You've been on a couple more roads than I have this morning. Which ones are you seeing that, I guess that look like Curd Road, look pretty awful?
Yeah, Lebanon Road and Mount Juliet Road look just like this. Our Public Works Director, Andy Barlow, did a great job. We made our own brine this year, and he had done a real good job. And that's going to accelerate the deterioration of the ice. At 13 degrees, you're just, you know, you can melt the snow, but you're creating the ice. And so it's just going to take a little bit, you know, a little while. If folks do get out, make sure that they have plenty of warm clothes, have something to drink, make sure they got a fully charged cell phone. And one thing that a lot of folks don't think about, and that is your windshield washer fluid. Have plenty of that, because once this ice starts to melt, it's going to create, just a heavy water residue that the car in front of you is going to throw back on you. And you'll need to be able to wash off your windshield so that you can have safe visibility.
I think we've done a couple of videos of this to this point, but, you know, not everybody is, you know, young, able-bodied, but if you can get somebody in your family, whether it's your husband, a son, anybody's situation, even a neighbor that might be elderly, try to do your best to get all the snow off the car, which is probably ice, and it falls off. I know February, City of Mount Juliet had a lot of problems with that,
yes,
of just sheets falling off people's cars, winding up in the back seat of other people's cars. We want to learn from history and do everything to avoid that. That's super important, is it not?
It is. Try to knock as much off as you can. It's going to be difficult. We just went to the city wash, and even the super high pressure that Toby has at that wand is just wasn't enough to cut through this. So it's going to take a while for it to melt, but try to shovel off as much as you can, especially on the hood and the roof of your vehicle, so it doesn't become a flying projectile for the vehicle behind you.
Yeah, that is super important. The great thing about this snow is that you can stay home and enjoy family. The kids are out of school.
You can.
Yeah, we're hard at work, right? But the kids are already home from winter break. Went back for a couple of days. Now they're trying to get away from their kids. But
yes,
have fun in it, but what's your best advice for someone to make sure they don't have to wind up calling the fire department or 911? I mean, I imagine look out for sharp objects in your backyard, watch out for the mailbox, watch out for the steps, and just create a safe space for your kids to play in.
Stay off the trampoline. I know it's cool, and I did it, but we don't have a trampoline anymore, so I can preach against it now. Yeah. But no, just be, in our line of work, what we talk about, big title, marquee item is situational awareness. Just know where you are and what's around you, what's going on. Of course, this being out on this ice, everything, it takes away your sure footing, it takes away your traction. It can cause falls, and that ice right there is very unforgiving. That's one of the things we had folks, let's see, youngest patient I had yesterday was 2.5 years old, all the way up from a fall and with injury. And so just watch where you're going. Try not to get in too big of a hurry, and just be really, really careful when you're out and about.
It's 13 degrees right now. It's 8:36.
That's cold. I don't care who you are.
That's very. I don't care where you're from. That's cold. 8:36 on Friday. Are we looking at the same type of conditions probably most of the day tomorrow too? If somebody's trying to think of their timeline this weekend, I imagine the roads might look pretty similar early tomorrow too.
If the sun stays out, we're going to see marked improvement on these roads. And then Saturday, I think it's supposed to get cold tonight, and Saturday a little bit warmer, I think in the mid to upper 40s, and then Sunday 50s with rain. And if it gets to be 50 degrees and a good enough rain, we'll be fine Monday morning, come Monday morning rush hour.
That's your weather report with Chief Luffman. That's a good job. Yeah. Hey, what is 21? What do you see with this storm?
Oh, this one was...
what's it like? What's different?
Oh, this one came in with... it was a complete snow event from start to finish. And so it's the volume is obviously way more. So I measured 5 inches at City Hall. There were some places around, I think down around your neck of the woods in the borough, it had closer to 6 and change. So yeah, this was just a total snow event, and it came on fast and furious. And it's pretty, but about an hour after it started, I was ready for it to stop.
Man, it came down treacherous. It was 8 o'clock when it first started. 9 o'clock, you knew what had happened.
Yes.
I mean, it was coming, and it wasn't stopping for a while. I think it stopped around 4 or 5.
I don't know. I was seeing that it was still snowing at my place last night, past almost to 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's any other advice, last minute advice for anybody? Again, we say it a million times, stay off the roads if you can. You're getting a look at these roads, and that's primarily why we're doing this Facebook Live, is not only to educate everybody in the city of Mount Juliet to the best of our ability, but instead of you going out and looking at it yourself, we're going to do our best in the best equipped vehicles to show you. We're all knows we want to see what everything looks like. This is what that's for. Hopefully you stay at home. But any last advice for anybody today?
I just check on family, check on your neighbors. If you've got some neighbors that are normally shut in, now would be a good time to just check on them, make sure that they're all good and going. And if you have any problems, pick up the phone. We'll be on our way.
Will do. Fully staffed today once again. And again, if you see Public Works out with the salt briner or just putting out salt or the snow plow, do your best to give them space in front, on the side, and the back. If there's anybody in the city that's getting the least amount of sleep, it is certainly Public Works. They've been at it since Wednesday. We'll put Fire Chief Jamie Luffman in that as well. So thank you all for stay tuned to this Facebook Live as well. Share it with your friends and family that are curious about what's going on in Mount Juliet. We want this, again, to be educational and also a chance to get a look at the city as opposed to you going out on the streets if you don't have to. So buckle up, stay safe. Again, share this, and we thank you so much. And hopefully next week we'll have some clearer conditions. But enjoy the snow with your family, and we'll see y'all soon.